Hello, this is Sean. In this video series, we are going to be specifically talk about the how to increase traffic to your website. In this first part of the video series, we'll talk about the foundation. Without strong foundation, it is like a building of strong buildings on the sand. So we want to make sure that we have a strong foundation in this type of knowledge and make sure we are ready for the upcoming series of the good digital marketing courses. So first thing that we have to consider is what are we hoping to achieve? Write down what we hope to achieve from the strategies we will learn from this video series. Make sure to be specific as possible. How many website visits do you want to have? How many customers do you want to acquire? How much revenue do you want to generate? How much income do you want to earn? What lifestyle changes do you want to make? What business changes do you want to have? What obstacles do you think you are going to face on the way? Procrastination, shiny object syndrome, family duties. What are the fears that will hold you back? Make sure to answer these questions and contemplate on it, because on this way there are a lot of going to be setbacks and hardship, and without knowing how to answer these questions, it is going to be you will feel like you are going to quit. But if you have the reason why, then you are going to have the reasons to endure as well. Next will be core theory of the foundation of the digital marketing. Critical elements are as follows. Is content relevant? Relevant score has to do with everything in traffic. So when you are making a content, make sure that it is relevant to the target audience that you're targeting. Otherwise, those audience will not stay in your website that long and you will have a negative impact on your SEO score. Is content engaging? Same thing. How long do your visitor stays in your website or social media? Longer your visitor stays in your website or social media, more likely your social media channels will be visible to the other population as well. What is your traffic cost? How much are you paying per visitor? Obviously, you want to pay as little as possible for each visitor coming to your website. What is your traffic value? How many visitors does it take to get a lead? If your content is relevant and engaging, it will take less visitors to get you a lead. Therefore, that's why having a content that is relevant, both relevant and engaging, are so important. What is your traffic supply? Make sure that you are in a niche where there is a lot of traffic. If you're going in a niche where there's not much of the traffic, it is going to be very hard for you to get traffic in first place, no matter how your content is good or engaging. So make sure you are picking a niche where the content is relevant. For an example, I'm serving a niche where I'm helping a lot of registered dietitians to get clients online. Therefore, I think I'm in a niche where it's not too competitive. At the same time, it is relevant enough for them to attract those leads as well. Do you have an email list? You must have an email list, because that's how you nurture your leads into the customers. Without having an email list, you are basically risking yourself too much, because let's say you are having a YouTube channel and one day YouTube will shut you down, and if you at least have an email list, there is a means of communications from you and your customers. What is your response? What is your click-through rate? What is your conversion rate? Click-through rate tells you that if your content is engaging and relevant, and conversion rate tells you that if your offer is compelling enough for them to actually consider it. And there are 3 ways to grow your business in terms of core theories that is covered in this video series. First, increase your traffic volume. Second, lower your cost per visitor. Third, raise your value per visitor. If you study the work of J. Abraham, and especially if you read a book about how to get everything you want out of the way, he will talk briefly about how you can grow your business. Basically, you want to increase your traffic volume, which means more visitors are coming into your website, and lower your cost per visitor, so you are spending less dollars on your overhead, and raise your value per the customer. So you're basically increasing the lifetime customer value of each visitor website coming into your web. Next will be sacrificing the early profit. In the early stages of the building your cash flow machine, which is your online business, it is absolutely okay to overpay or not turn to a profit in order to identify what works and what doesn't. For example, keyword bidding. Though we will have to spend money initially without expecting to earn profit, this will give us invaluable information about what works and what doesn't work in terms of keyword. If we can use the high converting keyword in content marketing, then it will increase our traffic volume. Keyword group. When testing multiple keywords for its relevance without expecting to earn profit, it will enable us to determine which batch of the keywords are profitable or not. Edit creative or copy tests. Testing multiple creatives and copy to determine which specific elements converts the best is crucial when it comes to writing your own ads. Serving traffic. Serving customers will cost money initially, but will provide us with a valuable insight on what they want in terms of marketplace. Price testing. Doing split testing to determine which price points converts best. Upsell testing. It will help us to decide which product will be best for the upsell if you are the business owner who sells the product or services. Retargeting ideas. It will help us to figure out which retargeting channel works best. So these are one of the few things that you want to consider when it comes to spending some of your early profits to make sure that you are thinking in long term. So make sure that you're investing in terms of long-term profits. Next will be branding and design. Why it matters? Because brands and designs are now an essential asset for the digital marketing. Make sure to invest a significant amount of money to make sure the brand and design are on the point. Also, make sure that all the themes are identical. Great design increases the click-through rates and response. Thus, it has everything to do with how much money you are going to be making, since it has to do with the click-through rates and response. Then how do you make the great design? Simple. Hire a professional designer or freelancers from the websites such as Upwork, Fiverr, or 99 Designs. Domain name. Domain name is also very important because the domain name you use for your website will greatly affect your marketing success or failure. It affects the click-through rates, search engine optimization ranking, social media ranking as well. So how do you choose the right domain name? .com website is a must. Shorter domain name is a better. So 2-word domain name is a better than 3 words domain name. So for example, gogetter.com is so much more better than go2waygetter.com because it is a shorter syllables and shorter domain name. Avoid hyphens and numbers. It used to work really well when you have hyphens or numbers in your domain, but now it's not the case anymore. It should be easy to spell, just like anybody who reads your website knows what the meaning of that word is. It should be phonetically understandable. Domain name should be relevant to the contents. Let's say your domain name is whatever fitness.com. Then visitors to your website should expect the fitness contents, not the other contents around. It needs to be brandable and memorable. You want your visitors to your website to remember your domain name, such as my website richsensei.com. Namestation.com is the website that helps you to find domain name. Buydomains.com is another website to buy domain name. Brandbucket.com is another website that sells a made-up domain names like Uber and Airbnb, but it is going to be quite costly. But if you have the budget, it is a good way for you to get the logo and domain name at the same time. When you are buying the domain name, make sure to visit uspto.gov to check the trademark status. You don't want to be buying the domain name in really expensive price and later find out that it is a trademark that you cannot use that domain name anymore. So make sure to go to uspto.gov and make sure though your domain name does not register as a trademark. Next thing that I want to cover is the macro and micro targeting. What is a target marketing? It is a way of identifying groups of prospects that would most likely to buy and need your product and services. This includes demographics such as age, gender, location, income, occupation, as well as interests and hobbies. The more targeted your marketing efforts are, the higher response you get, such as higher click-through rate on advertisement, higher opt-in rates, lower bounce rate, higher sales conversion, higher relevance and engagement. And there are 2 types of targeting, macro targeting and micro-targeting. Micro-targeting is like using a broadcast scope of your target marketing demographics and interests. For example, it is like when you are selling let's say you are selling a unique fitness gear and you are targeting your marketing project around the man aged from 20 to 40 years old from USA, UK who likes to work out consistently. Whereas micro-targeting is like using the most narrow scope of your target marketing and demographics and interests that produce the majority of your sales. Let's say, for example, is 80-20 rule where 20% of target marketing that produces the 80% of traffic and revenue. Obviously, when it comes to marketing and targeting, you want to choose micro-targeting rather than macro-targeting because that is the best use of your target marketing budget. For example, when you are also selling the unique fitness gear, rather than targeting just men around age of 20 to 40, you want to target a man age of 30 to 35, which is narrower, and make over $80,000 per year, which is also narrow because of their socioeconomic status, at the same time living in California, Florida, and New York. This is important because huge chunks of sales are coming from these demographics. Knowing this, it would be ideal to produce content that is geared toward these specific demographics to maximize your conversion and click-through rates. Next, so checklists from what we all covered up. First, create a Gmail account, register a domain name, set up web hosting, set up shopping cart, set up email marketing, create Facebook account, add Facebook page, set up Facebook pixel targeting, create Google Analytics account, create Google Tag Manager account, create container in Google Tag Manager, add container code to web pages, create GTM for Google Tag Manager tag for Google Analytics, create Google Tag Manager tag for the Facebook pixels, publish both Google Tag Manager tag, create Google AdWords accounts, link AdWords accounts to analytics, create LinkedIn account, create Instagram account, create Twitter account, create YouTube account, create Pinterest account, create Snapchat account, create Reddit account, and create iTunes account. I know there are a lot of checklists that you should do in order to set up good, strong foundations, but I know for sure that this work that you're doing right now will pay off in later future. In next video, we'll be talking about the market discovery. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in next.